Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. In today's video I will be showing you the 2022 Hyundai Accent. This one is the SEL trim and there's 3 trims to choose from, but let me go ahead and show you all the features this one has. Under the hood there is a 1.6 naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine. It is connected to an IVT transmission, which is basically a CVT transmission. This engine produces 120 horsepower and 113 pound-feet of torque, and the fuel economy numbers are very good on this Accent. 33 in the city, 41 highway, and 36 combined. Here is a MSRP sticker of this 2022 Accent SEL. If you guys are interested in the standard features it has, just go ahead and pause the video. And the price with destination is $19,000. If you guys are curious about the color is called Absolute Black, and it does look actually pretty good on this Accent. This one is the SEL, and this is the mid trim. There's 3 trims to choose from, as I said. There is the SE, SEL, and Limited. And this SEL looks pretty good. I did review the 2022 SE, and I drove it and I was very impressed with it. But today I will be reviewing this SEL and show you all the features it has. Anyways, coming to the front, the grille is finished in chrome and the design looks pretty good. There is some fog lights, and that's good for a mid trim. And for the headlight housing, it's a little bit on the bigger side, and everything right here in the front, by the way, is halogen, and that's expected from a cheap car like this. The surrounding trim of the fog light is finished in chrome, and the fog light is halogen. And yeah, overall, the front of this Accent is very simple. This car is basically a car that will get you from point A to point B, and yeah, it's very simple. It gets good fuel economy numbers, and I think it's a great cheap car, a great cheap commuter car. So let's go ahead and move to the side, and I'll show you the side view of this Accent. Here is the side view of this Hyundai Accent, and the side view looks pretty good. And overall, it's a decent looking compact sedan. For the rims, I think they have a really good look for them for $18,000, and the size is 185/65 15, so there's a good amount of rubber, and the rims look very good. For the window trims, the bottom of them is finished in chrome, the top is finished in flat black, the mirror cab is finished in the same color as this compact sedan. And yeah, overall the side view looks pretty good. There is no sunroof on the roof, and this is expected from a mid trim and expected from a compact sedan. But let's go ahead and move to the back, and I'll show you the back view of this Accent. Here is the back of this 2022 Hyundai Accent SEL, and honestly the back looks pretty good. For the taillights, they are a little bit on the bigger side, just like the headlights, and everything in the taillight housing is halogen, and honestly that's expected from an $19,000 with destination car. Accent badge is on the left, there is nothing on the right. Hyundai badge, of course, in the middle, finished in chrome. Here is the backup camera right underneath the Hyundai badge, and in the bottom there is some flat black, and the reflectors look a little bit on the bigger side. And yeah, overall this car looks very good from every single angle. And as I said, nothing crazy about the design of this Accent. This car will get you from point A to point B, and gets great MPGs, 33 in the city, 41 on the highway, and 36 combined. I think those numbers are amazing. Here's the key of this Accent. It's a little bit on the bigger side and bulky side. It does have 4 buttons on it: lock, unlock, trunk release, and a panic bind. And it does not have push to start, so there is a normal key. Anyways, to open the trunk there is only one way, and it is on the key. So just hold the button and the trunk will open, and it will actually open all the way up, which is nice. And yeah, from a compact sedan, that's very, very good. Inside there is a very good amount of space. The trunk is actually, yeah, nice and big for a small car like this. And even the opening is nice and big, so good job Hyundai for making the trunk good size. And I'm not sure if you could actually drop the seats down. Probably could drop them down, but from the inside there is a halogen light right there, and in the bottom there is a spare tire with the jack and the jack tools, a little bit of storage place around the spare tire. And yeah, very impressed with the amount of space in this trunk. Here is the front door panel. The front door panel mostly finished in plastic, except this right here. This is finished in cloth, so this is plastic. The door handle feels nice and solid, and all the window switches, mirror controls, everything looks okay. And in the bottom this is plastic. Good amount of storage place in the bottom of this door. And for the seats, they're actually nice and comfortable, and design looks okay. They're manual seats, which is expected. And let's go ahead and move inside this Accent, and I'll show you how it looks like from the inside. Alright, so here is the interior of this 2022 Hyundai Accent SEL. As I said, there's 3 trims to choose from. There is the SE, SEL, and Limited. And honestly, this SEL looks pretty good from the inside. There is a 7-inch screen. And yeah, overall, I think the interior looks very good. And what's impressive is that the MPGs on this Accent, this is not a hybrid, and it gets 41 miles per gallon on the highway. And that's pretty close for the hybrid cars nowadays. So if you need a car that is not a hybrid but gets good MPGs, definitely go with this Accent. I know it's a little bit small, but honestly feels nice and spacious from the inside, and overall I think it's a good looking sedan. Anyways, steering wheel is not wrapped in leather. The ring itself is a little bit on the thinner side, and it is finished that in that synthetic rubber material. And Hyundai is finished. The Hyundai badge is finished in chrome. On the left, there is the voice command, volume controls, and phone controls. And on the right is the trip, the cruise controls, and the trip reset. And behind the steering wheel, there is the wiper controls. And on the left is the headlight controls, fog lights, turn signals, and high and low beam. And for the gauges, they honestly look pretty good. I think Hyundai did a great job with the gauges. The font is very, very clear to read, and overall, good looking gauges. And there is an LCD screen in the middle that shows a few things. If you click the trip, it will show a few things. And for the air vents, they do have a nice design to them, and I really like the brushed aluminum, brightness control, traction control. And in the bottom there is the, of course, hood release. And here is the screen. It's a 7-inch screen, but it does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and the screen is integrated into the dash. I think it does have a nice design to it. The backup camera has an okay resolution. It is nice and wide. Volume knob, tune knob, shortcuts in the bottom. And this is the older Hyundai system. And as I said, it does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. I really like the brushed aluminum. And this right here is finished in plastic. This is plastic, which is fine. And let me show you the glove box. Glove box is actually decent. Good size glove box. And for the climate controls, very easy to use. Here is the fan speed, temperature, and modes. And AC is actually in the middle. So if you turn it on, you can turn off the AC or turn it on. Just like that. And in the bottom, there is the drive modes. When you click the drive mode button, it will display sport right there. So there is normal and sport. And coming down, there is 2 12 volts, 1 USB, 1 aux, and a nice deep storage place. Here is the shifter that will control the IVT transmission in this Accent. And this is wrapped in leather, feels nice and smooth, and it does have plus and minus. So you could downshift and upshift. And 2 cup holders, nice and big. The handbrake, and the armrest is a little bit on the harder side. The handbrake, you don't see that much. And inside there's an okay storage place. Rear view mirror is good size. The bezels are actually nice and thin, and yeah, that's completely fine. I'm glad that the bezels are not too thick. And glasses holder, and of course some halogen lights, nice and bright though. And here is a switch that will control the lights in this Accent. And for the visor does have some softness to it, but it's mainly hard. Inside there is a good size mirror, but there is no light. Here is a back door panel, and the back door panel has the same design as the front, and it does have that cloth in the back, which is good. This is finished in plastic. This is plastic, but feels a little bit on the cheaper side. And the armrest is plastic in the bottom, and there is 1 bottle holder, speaker in the bottom, and here is a window switch. Door handle feels nice and solid, just like the front. And for the back seats, honestly, they're not too bad for an Accent. And yeah, this is smaller than the Elantra, and I think the legroom is actually decent. By the way, the driver's seat is pushed a little bit Back, there is no armrest. There's a good amount of headroom, halogen light. And by the way, that's how you drop the seats down. So you just pull on this, and then the seats drop down. Let me see if I could actually do that with one hand. I'm not exactly sure what's going on, but it seems like it's stuck. In the bottom, there is one USB, and that's how the front of this Accent looks like. I hope you guys enjoyed this review of this 2022 Hyundai Accent SEL. Big thanks to Key Hyundai and Nick here in Milford, Connecticut for providing me this Accent. If you guys are around and if you guys are interested, make sure to come and check them out. I'm going to go ahead and put the information and link in the bottom of this video. And if you guys would like to see more videos like this, please like and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you next time.